Hello everybody, back here again for another vlog-a-day, and today is Saturday the 13th, and today was a beautiful day out. We caught a little bit of rain for just, I'd say maybe an hour, but it never got enough to really get the ground wet. It would kind of rain and stop and rain and stop, but other than that, the day was absolutely gorgeous. I wouldn't have minded being about 5 degrees warmer, but I was able to live with this without a problem. Ended up going up to Ottumwa today to hang out with a buddy of mine. End up working on his boy's Jeep again. Last time I was up there, I think the time before that maybe, one of those two times, it was freezing cold out. Had to replace a power steering pump, just a giant pain in the ass. It's hard location to get to. This time he had a split radiator hose. Not really a big deal, except it's just everything's kind of cockeyed in there and hard to get to, so had to remove the air box and all that good stuff. And then on top of that, it had those pinch type hose clamps that are just a pain in the butt also, and of course no pliers that would fit it and the angle together in that, so we had to the boy had to run back up to the shop and buy a tool for it, because of course they didn't have one, and it's like 35 bucks for the stupid tool that he'll probably never use again, but oh well, it's what you got to do, I guess. Ended up busting up one of my knuckles in the process, but that kind of stuff happens, you know, just one of the things of doing business, I guess, of working on an old piece of junk. So got that all done. After that, kind of tried to smoke a cigar while doing the whole Jeep thing, and that went, but it just didn't go really well. Had to keep the cigar down to work on the Jeep, and that the cigar kept going out a couple times, but got done with that, and we were trying to decide if we were going to have another cigar and kind of called it an easy day in that. But I decided I had a run to do, which I could have done when I got back in town at the gym. Not a big deal there, so we decided to go ahead and go for a run. My training called for 4 miles at a 11:09 pace, I think, or 11:17 pace, something like that. He was needed to put in 5 miles on his, so went ahead and did the 5 mile, not a big deal. Ran down by the river. It's just a beautiful trail. It's only like 28 feet elevation from highest point to lowest point, highest point, whatever. Only changes 28 feet. So that's a hell of a nice little flat run. You know, you can't beat that a bit. Ran with his GPS Garmin watch. I had my GPS, I'm not sure what brand it is actually. I don't remember. E-Trax, I think, something like that. Really nice little unit. I've always thought it was like super accurate, but it must not be that accurate, because I stuck it in the backpack and took off running, and I actually set it up and we crossed the road through the parking lot, all that good stuff, and probably, I don't know, 150 yards, maybe 200 yards, something like that. So you take that times 2, and then we started our run where he starts his watch for the starting point, and I came back even after the extra, hell, even more than that, really, because it was all the way back to the car. So you figure I was off probably a good 2/10 of a mile, maybe a little bit more than that, maybe a quarter mile, and a 5 mile run. So I'm gonna have to go out and check that a little more. I've got a little really super short, like 3 miler tomorrow, something real short. I might go back out if it's not raining, which they say it's gonna be. I might go back out to where we did our 5K, and I know that distance. I might run it and then see what my GPS says and go from there. So if that's the case, I've been running quite a bit farther than I thought I was running with the GPS, but I'd rather have it where it's coming up short, so I'm running more than I need to be, as opposed to running short, because that's gonna piss me off. I find I've been robbing myself all this time. I'd rather be doing more work that I'm getting credit for than getting credit for work I'm not doing. So other than that, had a great time. Like I said, we didn't take the dog with us because we ran later in the afternoon after working on the Jeep. There's a lot more people out there and a lot more dogs, and his dog, I don't know, he's a great dog. He's just not the best when you're running. He doesn't like to run on a leash, so we let him off. And then of course that's breaking Ottumwa laws, but it also falls in that category of he likes to run up to other dogs, and if other dogs are aggressive and come running at us from running, he gets real defensive and that kind of stuff. So it's one of those things that you just kind of have to deal with, and he ended up having to stay home, which wasn't a big deal. Got back, ended up knocking out another cigar, which was good. Had some taco casserole, I think it was called. Pretty good stuff. Enjoyed that quite a bit, and then hung out, watched some UFC fights and that. It was pretty good. Some undercards, watched the female fighters, and that was actually brutal, man. That was a really good knockdown fight. The one chick was winning it, like literally she had the first 2 rounds in the bag, and then she got killed in the last round. So, and that's the only thing that matters. If you get them to submit, you TKO them or whatever, I don't care how many points you got, man. All it takes is them to give up before the end of the match. So other than that, great time. Drove home, almost hit a deer on a bridge. Deer usually don't cross bridges, but this booger was up there on the bridge, and I almost smacked the deer on the bridge, which would have really sucked. So anyway, that's pretty much all I got for the day, so I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.